Hmm. All right. Dude, Joshua, you can absolutely click that. Yo, what's up, pirate? Yo, hit that. As soon as somebody hits that StreamYard link, I will see them in the fucking studio. Yo, Joshua, see, look at you, dude. You don't tell that Muslims how to. Yo, Joshua, hit the fucking StreamYard link, you faggot, dude. You're wasting my fucking time, bro. Like, alright. I gotta film a tradition video. So, you got fucking. Yeah, I'll give you one more fucking minute, bro. Josh, you're taking such a fucking dude. Dude, seriously, like posting that. How the fuck do you? Oh my god, dude. I so you can't get a StreamYard link from your phone, bro. You can't like how is that possible? Wait. All right, here we go. Thanks, man. So might as well.
What's up?
What's up?
How's it going? Oh shit. Everything good?
Change my mic on.
You hear me? Hello?
Hold on. 1 second.
Hello? Okay.
Yo, hey.
Oh shit.
Yo, it's good. Alright. Yo, I'm gonna end this live stream.
Hello?
Yeah, what's good, dude?
Everything good? Alright, cool.
Yo,
Yeah, I got in here on my phone. Easy, lickety split. I swear to God he's lying.
yeah, I know. Ah,
Oh, dude, I need my tablet.
bro.
Dude,
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I mean, well, it was kind of worth it.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah.
He's a good troll, for sure.
Nah, not really. I mean, dude,
Yeah,
the dude's emotions are fucking. I mean, they're palpable. But
yeah.
anyway, yo, Hank, how are you doing after after that stream the other night? Because I feel like you probably did feel gang up on.
Yeah, I felt that way. I was mostly just insulted by No Chill more than anybody else. Just because we've been friends since it's how long's it been? I think it's been like more than a year. We've known each other, and he rated me. I made a comment, I will admit, but a lot of the people in my chat were screaming at each other and yelling out, N-word and other shit, other obscenities. And I was just like, oh God, who are all these people? Okay, I got to mod this, I got to mod that. And then he DM'd me and said, oh yeah, one of that person in the chat who's typing in all caps and screaming at everybody, she's a 30-something-year-old woman who FaceTimed me after she was in my live chat. And so I said, man, these vultures being brought into the chat by No Chill. And then he exploded.
Who was it? Crystal Miller?
No, it wasn't Crystal Miller. It was it was a black lady.
Oh, yeah, LaShonda.
Yeah, LaShonda. Yeah, she was like, she couldn't type a message that wasn't in all caps. And I think Sniff was in there. Sniff worsened the situation. It was fun at first, and then I made one comment like, "Oh man," I was sort of trying to say, "Look out for the Cougars" in the chat, and he took that as, "Oh yeah, No Chill's bringing in all these rotten people. He's terrible," and he just snapped at me basically and called me an ungrateful bitch.
Wait, and then, who is this? Who said that?
No Chill said that. He said it in my chat. Yeah, and then I was like, "All right. You want to call me a bitch and you want to say you beat me up and all this stuff in my own chat? All right. You want me to unmod you?
Hold on. Because, dude, I mean, like No Chill's my boy and shit, and like
I know.
I mean, but like as far as I understand it, like you did say something about you told him some shit about taking his medication or whatever.
Oh
And
yeah, I said that after he'd spent 30 minutes trying to insult me and basically calling me a snake and posting my image on one of his streams and saying I was an evil manipulator, ungrateful, trying to, buying subs and all this shit. That only came after he basically shot first. So I said he was off his meds because he was acting fucking insane.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. So well, actually, how do you feel about I mean, with that, because I get out, like you probably felt cornered and all that, but how do you feel about Idaho Statesman being on that, like in the,
I was a little upset about it. There were moments where he tried to stay neutral on it, but one of his flaws is that he does bring up past shit sometimes when there's like arguments about me and like what I've done, and so he'll bring up that stuff. And No Chill, to be fair, he brought up the old shit first, but there were times where like he could have defended me a little bit, and instead he went in the other direction and said, "Oh yeah, you said the same thing to that extent to other people." So like he was not helping my case whatsoever.
well,
And then,
I mean, do you think that because I know I've always said that this.
When No Chill was saying, "Oh yeah," when Hank said "fuck your mother," when Hank said, "Oh god, what was the other thing?" There was another thing that he. I hope you go homeless. There was another one. The one with "fuck your mother" was because I showed up in one of his streams, and he basically asked me about my sex life, and kept pressuring about it until I finally relented and told him a story, and then he's like, "Oh shit! Oh my god, what a freak!" So basically tried to get info out of me about a private matter, and then I crashed out on him because. And, and good. I'm glad you got raped. I said that to, and I wasn't that. I said that later. That was when Good Noodle and I were already like just hurling insults.
I did hear. So I actually for the first time I met Northwest 425, and that dude and his wife are homeless. So yesterday I Zelled that dude $250 so he could get a couple nights at a hotel room. I was told that you had, I guess you didn't know that they were really homeless, so like you said something like that you hope that they died in the cold.
I said so basically he was a good buddy of mine, City Life Project, and I had given him like $5 before I had that stream. Is like, dude, I saved up, I finally made some money, got a paycheck, so here's $5, man, thank you so much for the great year, and everything like that. And then I have my stream, my Fight Companion, like a day afterwards, and my podcast partner, we're great now, we're chilling, we're not intervening in each other's streams or trying to take over the show that much. But back then, like, he was hard to, like, it was hard for me to have a stream without him showing up in it and trying to, like, talk a bunch in there. And it was literally at a point where he was going live on my stream and just showing up in there. I didn't even invite him on, and he would just show up and shit. So starting shit in my chat, and then I had the fight with Nate the Train, who is one of my favorite fighters. I saw him get his ass beat by the Korean Superboy. And yeah, I said stuff like about M1 Global. He fought for M1 Global. And it was just being like relentless and being like, man, Nate the Train doesn't belong in the UFC. You should go back to Russia. All this shit. Well,
dude. That performance was pretty terrible.
Yeah, but he sort of knew that I loved Nate the Train. I was going through a tough time.
Yeah, dude. But dude, so many people Dude, Sean Strickland was my favorite fighter. Do you know how many people fucking like
Hate him now.
came at me with
Yeah.
every possible fucking
Yeah.
like piece of shit thing to say after he lost the second time? I mean, you can't. It's like if somebody fucking makes fun of your favorite fighter. You can't. You
Right.
can't take
Yeah.
that shit personally.
It was sort of like No Chill's reason for snapping at me for this. It was a culmination of everything that had happened throughout the day. And so I got angry at him. I said something that was mean. And then he went over to Isha's chat and said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to share you a clip. He crashed out. He got angry at me." By that time, after Nate the Train lost, I tried to like keep my emotions in check and be like, okay, I'm just going to push through this. And it was tough.
Brutally honest right now. Brutally honest is fucking. And by the way, brutally, Strickland's not my favorite fighter anymore. But I will say this, dude. Brutally, who's your favorite team in Premier League? If it's Arsenal or Villa, they ain't fucking making it as far as Inter and UEFA. Like, and also, fucking what was I gonna say? Oh, wait. All right. Sorry. My brain's like shattered.
No,
but yeah, dude, just like that, dude. Like, so brutally honest MMA, like, is he's fucking brutally honest, right? Like he said, fucking just put a gay flag up because I like Sean Strickland,
right?
And like, it's all in fucking. At the end of the day, bro, it's like, I mean, it's busting balls, like.
Yeah,
I mean,
but the thing is, there have been times where if he wasn't my podcast partner, if he was just some random person who was in my chat spamming shit, I would have fucking timed him out. But because he's my podcast partner, okay, he gets a pass. And he gets a pass to go live in my chat when I'm doing my own thing. So yeah, I got angry at him. That was how I lashed out. I think emotions overtook me, and then I was upset. And he went over to Isha's chat and said, "Oh yeah, he crashed out," and then showed a video clip of me crashing out. And Isha's somebody who I greatly respect, and who is basically the reason we started a channel in the first place. And so he decided to pull a prank on me while I was down, and said, "Oh yeah, shout out to M1 Global," and had a bunch of people come into the chat and spam it. While I was already upset. And so I was like, "Are these?"
I get it, dude, but like, at a certain point, you gotta like, you probably. I mean, this is like my advice, I guess. I'll say. At a certain point, dude, like when you see things like, just going like that, you realize that like, however you want to look at it, like if you think people are just roasting you, I mean, you can't like. I mean, it's one thing. I mean, the optics on it are one thing of you appearing to be like emotional. I mean, but also just like, like at the end of the day, bro, it's like what fucking difference does it really make? Like, it's tomorrow. You can fucking come back.
But there was another time that he was sort of shitting on me in the chat and just making fun of me over and over and over again during a post show. I don't know. It just seemed like our dynamics was changing. Where like before, we'd have little playful insults and go back and forth, but then it was more like, man, Hank's a moron or Hank's annoying, so I'm just gonna, troll him. I'm basically gonna make fun of him, and I don't know. Also, the fact that he'd hung out with Idaho more in real life and it's like DM'd him more. Like I noticed that there was a certain point where he stopped like just messaging me or saying, "Hey, what's up?" Like he just stopped, and I was like, and that wasn't even when we were like falling out, but I think he was like just starting to distance himself from me in general. And then I just felt like he was going in a direction where it's like I was more of an antagonist.
Sure.
So basically, I had enough. And I was like, "Hey, dude, I try to treat you as a friend. I try to hang out whenever I can and support you. And then all you do is shit all over me." So I went to him and basically fucking exploded. And that I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have exploded to the extent I did. And that's when I said that homeless thing. Because, he was in housing, temporary housing, going somewhere else, and trying to help him out, and then he just shits all over me. So I snapped on him. And one thing I will also mention, there are some people who crash out and then like never like talk to somebody anymore, and just like, take them out of their life. Every time I've crashed out on someone, I've apologized like within the first 5 minutes after I've done it.
Well, I mean, the fact that you're apologizing, I mean, if you think you were in the right and you're going at somebody and then you're apologizing right after, I mean,
yeah,
rather than, like,
that comes from a place of I still care about you. If I didn't care, I'd be like, I'm not talking to you for a month.
I get it, man. But like, I mean, look, I mean, dude, I didn't get off to the best start with a lot of people either. I mean, but like, at the end of the day, it's just like, fucking, like, you might go with each other for a little while and then fucking, it's like Bodak most recently.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. But then Isha basically unmodded me. He basically shut off all DMs to me. And then anytime, like there was a time I just told him like, don't hang out in my Saturday streams. I told him that. I was like, I'm done. Like your presence in here is only negative. And so he stuck to that. And there were times where I entered his chat and wanted to say hello and sort of try to patch things up. And he basically was like, oh yeah, there's Hank being crazy again. There's Hank, sabotaging. Like literally there was a point where his stream died and I showed up in there. I was like, hey man, got dealing with technical issues. And he's like, oh, it looks like Hank caused the crash to happen. Looks like Hank caused
but like, I mean, I get that the shit is like, certain things can touch a nerve, man, but like, I mean, and like, I hate to be like dismissive of shit, but it's just like,
yeah.
I mean, so whatever. It's like say shit back. Don't.
Yeah. It's just the thing is that was never how the dynamic was. Like it was always cordial. It was always like friendly. And there are some like relationships where it's like, oh, he's having a bad time. Oh, we're just sort of shitting on each other, insulting, going back and forth. But ours was more like we're good buddies, and we usually have really positive things to say about each other. So it's more like his character has changed, and it's hard to cover
without buzzing balls, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, and also it's like you deal with a lot of shit by just being direct. Like, yo,
yeah.
Like, do you have a fucking problem with me? Like, just talk to me.
I know. I do that usually around like regular people or people I haven't, talked to as much. It's just when it's someone who I've talked to for a long time doing that, that's like changed, inherently that I'm just like, I don't know, something's off here, something's changed.
Yeah.
It was weird. So yeah, it was weird. And I also do want to mention, did you hear the part I said about the lawsuit?
No. Dude, I do have to go in like 5 minutes, but
okay. Yeah, I'll be quick about it. So before all this drama shit happened, No Chill convinced me that he was helping Aaron Tatz with a gag order lawsuit against Deadpool. Yeah, and he said, oh, he's getting doxxed. He doesn't feel safe. And so we need your help. Maybe you could testify. And like he's showing me all these penal codes, all these laws that they can use as part of it, and basically convinced me. So I was like, okay, for Aaron's sake, I'm going to help you out with this. I didn't even like do anything really. I just said, yeah, I'll help. And then No Chill plays this little game with Aaron and Deadpool where it's like, yeah, just fake that, this is real. And get really angry at Hank at one point, like he sold you out, And so then Deadpool shows up in Discord and is like, Hank, I know that your name's on this gag order, and dude, if this thing goes federal, I'm gonna fly over to where you live, and I'm gonna fuck you up. And then he basically said, "Nice family you got there. Shame if something happened to them." And then posted a picture of a gun.
I mean, yeah, but like, I mean, I mean, I don't know, like, I don't know how to tell you this, man, but like, I mean, like, is that not? I
What?
mean, I mean that yeah, they were fucking with you, right?
Yeah, but basically No Chill kept going along with it and pretending like, and I was telling, dude, I'm receiving death threats, dude. It feels like this guy's really like upset with me and threatening me, and he goes along with it, like, oh, dude.
I mean, yeah, dude, like, I mean, I get it that it's like, when it's you that's getting like, fucked with, like, but like, I mean, from the outside looking in, that's like kind of, dude, look,
I mean, it's
Chill
not.
Musical, right, convinced me that DJ Aiden was like MMA Guru's editor, and my dumbass fucking believed them for like
Yeah,
3 weeks.
yeah, but that's like fun, like, oh, you tricked me, haha. You can laugh about it afterwards. I couldn't laugh about it afterwards. I was fucking stressed, and I felt like I had like, what's the word? There's crossed the Rubicon, but there's another one. Like I like went a step too far. Now it's like there's no turning back. Like he actually made me feel trapped and sort of afraid for a short amount.
Like, honestly, this is something I never thought I would say, but CSP promoter is right, dude. It's the fucking internet, dude. At the end of the day, it's like, how the fuck is Deadpool?
Yeah, but there's the
your
internet,
family?
and then there's a friendship you have with somebody, and he literally used my DMs against me. And like, we're supposed to be hanging out, messaging back and forth. We've known each other for a year, and he wants to go along with the lie for an entire week against me, and he wants to call me a snake. He's the one who wants to call me a snake and an ungrateful person, and he does that shit and exploits my trust. So I don't want to hear it from him that I'm a snake. Seems like he's the snake after some of the gaslighting he's pulled on me over these last couple months. So,
right.
But see, if this were just some random person, like a Deadpool, for instance, me and Deadpool, we're buddies now. We talk about wrestling. We have things that we actually have in common and chat about. I've sort of forgiven him because, we didn't start out as friends. We weren't friends for a while before this shit hit the fan. The difference is No Chill was friends with me for quite a while, and I had his trust. And when he wanted me to hop on things, I did. And when I asked him to collab or do this or that, he did. So, when you break a trust, that's more than just, oh, it's internet drama. That's like personal manipulative shit.
I mean, like you said, you're friends with Deadpool, dude. I fucking hate Deadpool. Like, I mean, honestly, like, seriously, like, I mean, not with real emotion, but like, honestly, like, I kind of hope Deadpool is dead right now. I hope something happened and he died.
Yeah.
Like,
but at this point, I trust him more than No Chill, which I never thought I'd ever say.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and that, the shit between you and No Chill, I mean, I don't know how it's gonna go, but yeah, I mean, as of right now, man, I gotta tell you, like, if I were you, I'd try to take it less personally, and and just and just kind of just roll with things. Take shots at people. Do whatever you're gonna do. It feels natural.
I know. The thing is, he's taking it personally. So basically, I matched his energy on that stream. I hope I never have to do it again. But he took that shit really personally. Like
yeah,
like,
he got
changing the whole
thing,
and he took away your time too. You were supposed to hang out and do shit with Douglas, and he fucking distracted from that and made it about his own personal bullshit. So
yeah, that was I mean, yeah, I didn't even know what the fuck had happened. I showed up. I mean, to be fair, I did show up a half hour late, but I mean, dude. I mean, at the end of the day, to me, dude, it's all fucking retarded. Like,
yeah.
I
wanted to hop on just to let you know that I didn't want you to like see that stream and be like, man, Hank's just a privileged, spoiled brat jerk, because that's what he's trying to depict me as to the world. on a public forum. And
Dude,
I thank God
man,
Smelly Fingers. He was the only one besides he showed up Shiloh Primetime, who actually came to my defense and was like calling out sort of the hypocrisy of the other side. So I appreciate Two Smelly Fingers. He's a buddy of mine.
yeah, I like him too. Deadpool's
Yeah.
fucking annoying as fuck. I
Yeah,
fucking hate
for
that
sure.
dude.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's strange how friendships can develop like in very unlikely ways, but people
yeah,
have sometimes.
yeah, yo, I think Discord is like, I don't fucking fuck with
Yeah.
Discord just because it's
I'm out
like,
of Discord. I'm good. I'm done
yeah,
with
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's gonna stop a lot of
it's probably
prevent
smart.
a lot of drama. So
Dude,
it's
I want
actually
people keep inviting. Last Saturday, dude, I actually fucking took No Chill Lane and two there's a like it's called like Gambling Degenerates or some bullshit. It's like 27 people, like some crazy amount of people have been inviting me to it. So I like did it, and it was exactly what you think it was. It's a bunch of people like kicking around fucking bad stuff, going bankrupt, and then all like sitting on each other. Fucking,
at this point, it's only valuable for DMs and just chatting with people.
I have no value for Discord. But anyway, dude, take it. Dude, try to take it easy. You know, try not to take things too personally.
I will.
I would say. And like, you know, good luck Saturday, bro. If,
Thanks, man.
you know, and then, yeah.
It's all relying on Ryan Span and
that's our only disagreement.
Yeah, that's our only disagreement.
Ryan Span's gonna kill him, bro. You're fucked. But
we'll see, dude. That guy, he quits a little bit towards the mid fight, so we'll see. And hey, dude, I mean, Waldo Cortez Acosta, he's the decision maker, so maybe he'll find a way to grind out a decision.
Yeah, I don't think so, but you know, get happen, man.
Yeah. All right, it was a pleasure chatting with you, Giuliano. I like talking honest with you.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Take it easy.
All right. Catch you later.